Hello, my name is Evan, and welcome to Evanomics 101, your number one source for everything economics. What if the United States' biggest advantage in war isn't military, but actually geography? While most people focus on weapons, strategy, and alliances, the real foundation of American power is sometimes something a little bit more simpler and much harder to change where it sits on the map. In today's video, we're going to break down 3 key points. Number 1, how U.S. geography protects it from direct threats. Number 2, why its natural resources and trade access give it economic dominance. And number 3, how geography allows the U.S. to outlast most countries in long-term conflicts. Because when you talk about war, geography doesn't just shape battles. It determines who can afford to keep fighting. All right? But before we jump into the video, I have a quick favor that really helps grow the channel. If you enjoy content like this, please hit the like button, share this with someone, and subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next. I've got a lot more content like this that can help people understand economics better, and subscribing just helps the channel. Please stay tuned for more videos, and we're going to go ahead and get into this video now. Let's start with the most obvious advantage, protection. Okay, the United States is surrounded by 2 massive oceans. Okay, you got the Atlantic Ocean and you got the Pacific Ocean. All right, that creates a huge barrier for people trying to invade. Okay, historically, this made it incredibly difficult for enemies to project power directly onto the U.S. Moving troops, equipment, supplies across oceans is expensive, it's slow, and it's risky. All right. Compare that to regions like Europe and the Middle East, where countries share borders and they face a constant proximity threat. Okay. For the U.S., geography acts like a built-in defense system for us, and it goes beyond just oceans. To the north, you got Canada, and to the south, you got Mexico. Both are relatively stable neighbors, meaning the U.S. doesn't have to constantly worry about hostile forces right at its borders. Okay? From an economic standpoint, this is huge. For us, it means less spending on homeland defense, more stability from domestic production, fewer disruptions to infrastructure. In other words, the U.S. economy can keep running even during global conflict. Okay? Like what we're going through right now. Nothing is shutting down. We keep moving. Now we're gonna move over to the second point, which is let's talk about something even more important. Let's talk about resources. Okay, the United States is one of the most resource-rich countries in the world. Okay, it has vast farmland in the Midwest. You got a lot of farmland. You got massive oil and natural gas reserves, extensive freshwater systems like your Mississippi River. And that kind of stuff matters because wars aren't just fought with weapons. They're sustained with resources. Okay, food, energy, raw materials. Those are the backbone of any war economy. And we got all 3 here domestically. That reduces our dependence on foreign imports, which is critical during wartime when global trade can break down, right? So on top of that, the U.S. has one of the most advanced transportation networks in the world. Okay, we got rivers, railways, highways, ports, all connect efficiently, allowing goods to move quickly across country. This creates a powerful economic engine that can scale production rapidly, supply both civilian and military needs, and we can adapt to any kind of disruptions. Okay, compare that to countries that rely heavily on imports for energy or food. Think about it. In a prolonged conflict or war, those dependencies become vulnerabilities. Okay, for the U.S., geography minimizes those risks. All right, we're gonna take a quick pause now. If you want more breakdowns like this, please help. If you want more breakdowns like this that help you understand economics, hit the like, share this with someone who's into this kind of content, and please subscribe. Most people don't get to learn this kind of stuff, so if you do learn something from this, You're already ahead. All right, let's hop back into it. So we're gonna hop into point 3. Now here's where geography turns from defense into dominance. Okay, the United States isn't just protected; it's positioned, strategically positioned, with access to both Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The U.S. can project power globally. This means it can support allies in Europe and in Asia, control key shipping routes, maintain a global military presence. But there's also an economic angle. Global trade routes are the lifelines of modern economy, and the U.S. Navy plays a major role in securing those routes. All right? By keeping sea lanes open, the U.S. helps stabilize global trade, which benefits its own economy and reinforces influence. All right. At the same time, its distance from major conflict zones gives it a huge advantage in long wars. Okay. While other countries may face like infrastructure destruction, supply chain breakdown, displacement of its civilians, the U.S. homeland remains pretty much untouched. All right. This creates what economists call a home field economic advantage. Okay. Our home field economic advantage, it allows us to maintain production. It allows us to finance long-term conflicts, outlast opponents economically. Okay. And in modern warfare, endurance often matters more than initial strength. Okay. Being able to last the fight throughout the fight. All right. So in conclusion, to wrap this up, here's for the most part the big takeaway of the bigger picture. The United States doesn't just fight wars differently; it endures them differently. That's a key point. All right. And our geography helps us do that. Okay. Our geography provides natural protection, resource independence, global strategic reach. When you combine those factors, you get something incredibly powerful. Okay, an economy that can survive and even thrive during a conflict. That's the real advantage. Not just the ability to fight, but the ability to keep going when others can't. That's the real. Like I said, that's the real advantage. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Do you think our geography is an advantage or is it a liability to us? Please leave some comments. Let me know what you're seeing. Let me know what you think. And as always, thank you for coming to Evanomics, your #1 source for everything economics. Please check out some of my previous videos. We got more videos to come, and I will see you